Hamby to jump it at center. Final Commissioner's Cup get final period as well. Minnesota going to do some scoreboard watching tonight. They need a win and a Vegas loss at Phoenix to clinch a spot in the Commissioner's Cup championship. Vegas clinches with the win tonight thanks to the head-to-head by beating Minnesota earlier this season in Cup competition. Here's Ogwumike, grazes front rim, trying to beat the shot clock there. And back comes Courtney Williams the other way. Here's Williams. Averages 17 points per game. Kayla McBride, the constant steady vet. Here's Howard back for her second stint in Minnesota. Falling away, misses that one there. Rebound Ogwumike. Wheeler. Here's Burrell. And a very nice road trip and beautiful crossover there in the bucket.
A nice unselfish play from Wheeler to give it up, and then the explosion to the bucket. We've seen that all season long.
Minnesota coming off a 107-74 win against Portland on Monday. McBride knocking down the triple.
Nobody in this building playing for LA wants to see her start cooking.
The Lynx had 7 players in double figures in that game. Their 5th Commissioner's Cup win as Burrell answers with a triple of her own. 4 of the 5 Commissioner Cup wins for Minnesota this season have come by 20 points or more. They entered tonight with a 111-point differential in Cup play. Here's Miles, the talented rookie. Looking for a give and go there. Ogwumike deflects it out of bounds. Lynn Roberts saying her team tonight has to be intentional with the offense, and they flat out have to shoot better. Coming off a 33% field goal percentage night at Golden State on Monday. Shot just 3 of 21 from 3. Ogwumike gets the rebound there. That was a 20-point loss for LA, 78-58, losing that one up in the Bay Area. No one scored in double figures for the Sparks in that one. Wheeler from the elbow, and that's good. Wheeler was scoreless Monday, Mary.
Yeah, so a really nice, solid offensive start for LA against, you know, one of the best, if not the best, defensive team in the WNBA.
Here's Coffey. Looking for Howard underneath. Oh, block shot there by Hamby. Gets it into the front court herself. Here's Ariel Atkins down the paint, the runner short. Ogwumike fighting for it, but snagged there by Howard. Sparks with an early lead here. Just under 7.5 left in this opening quarter. Here's Miles, the talented rookie, gets to the cup.
Just such a great job of coming off those high screens, just shoulder to shoulder, no room to get through or over.
Burrell, she's got 5 of the 7 here for LA. And Hamby the bucket and the foul.
So important to De'Erica Hamby go and get her some passes where she can do.
Unsuccessful on the 3-point play there. Rebound Coffey. 9-5, Sparks in front. Sparks back from a 3-game road trip. Saw them go 2-1. Here's Williams. And gets the mid-range.
Spectacular with the mid-range.
Wheeler leaves it for the trailer, Hamby. Burrell comes up, takes the handoff, pocket pass, Hamby in the paint, working against Howard, goes to the left. Beautiful move there by Hamby, and they're getting her going early here tonight, Mary.
Sean, they're getting her touches, but you just see the mindset of Hamby, very aggressive.
On a night in which the Sparks are without Cameron Brink and without Kelsey Plum.
So the leading scorer and your leading scorer off the bench.
Miles, here's Coffey. Short on the 3. Howard offensive rebound and put back.
Sometimes you're just taller and you go get those.
Sparks by 2. And an errant pass there. Cheryl Reeve climbing up the winning charts here in the WNBA. She's got 375 career wins, 4 shy of Mike Tebow for most all-time in the WNBA.
Mike Tebow's son is on the bench as the associate head coach for Minnesota.
McBride on the slip and tie ball game. McBride's got 5 of the 11 here for Minnesota. Wheeler using the Hamby screen. Howard comes out to hedge. Wheeler cross court over to Burrell, shot clock under 10. Ray working against McBride, lost the handle. Nneka, corner three, no. Rebound tipped by Howard, and she corrals it herself. Here's McBride in the front court. Minnesota Lynx 11-3, first place in the WNBA this season. Williams to Hezzy, leaves it. Howard in deep, no. Tips the rebound, gets it herself, and another second chance point here for Natasha Howard. She's got 5 boards already, Mary.
Yeah, she's working hard, and the offensive board's hurting LA right now.
Ogumake, swung around Burrell. Gets McBride. Burrell, deflected away, 7 on the shot clock. Sparks got to get their spacing, 5 to shoot. Here's Wheeler, baseline J, high archer, too strong, rebound Miles. Miles, no look pass, she was looking for Williams. And just a little bit out of the reach there of Courtney Williams. Turnover Minnesota takes us to
the work she's put in this offseason, both with Unrivaled and Team USA. Part of that is also confidence, though. Now in season 5, she doesn't have to prove she belongs in the league anymore. She can devote her energy to the details of the game, and it's an intentionality which Lynn Roberts has noticed along with her teammates. Ariel Atkins told me my favorite thing about playing with Ray this year has been her commitment to winning, her working every day to be a pro.
Thank you, Nikki. Good stuff over there. And it's definitely something. Ray Burrell's play has been something this Sparks organization has been eager to see. It's been hampered by some injuries to start her career, but here she is once again on cue, getting the layup, going coast to coast.
I can't say enough about just being healthy from the start of training camp, all the things she did in the preseason.
Remember, she was expected to have a big year last season, and then very first game of the year, she went down with an injury at Golden State, missed a lot of time. Time now for our UCLA player health update. No Cameron Brink tonight with that ankle injury.
Shots and rebounds at the end of the bench.
Impact is what you're saying, man.
Yes, I am.
Corner three from Miles is good.
She had 8 threes a couple weeks ago.
Chance Gray in the ball game for the first time tonight for LA, along with Kate Martin.
The bench is going to have to come up big for LA tonight.
The bench has got a lot thinner tonight. Here is Miles on the run out. And Olivia Miles now with 7 points. And Minnesota by 5.
One of the issues for LA is the giveaway points, the uncontested layups off turnovers.
Think about the 2 biggest bench contributors for this LA squad. Ray Burrell in the starting lineup tonight. There's Hamby getting loose.
It is just outstanding to see Hamby just kind of getting out here, getting some great looks, playing in attack mode on the offensive end and taking it right at Natasha Howard.
And then Cameron Brink out of the lineup tonight. So that's huge bench production lost. Coffee called for the offensive foul as Martin went flying there. Hopefully Kate Martin's okay. Appearing in her 10th game here with LA. She's banged up a little bit, slow to get up. She's able to shake it off. Take a look at the replay here.
Foot got stepped on.
Yeah, she fell hard on that knee there too. I think she may have grazed knees with Coffee, then banged that knee up against Hamby's leg before it finally hit the hardwood here.
I think an EMT would have to come onto the court and drag her off for her to leave.
Yeah, I don't doubt you. Minnesota by 3, approaching 2.5 to play here. Tony Dallaire in for the first time tonight for Minnesota, wearing uniform number 8. Burrell leaning, no. One-arm rebound, Hamby couldn't finish, but gets the whistle.
And explosive.
Hamby missing the foul shot there. Sparks within 2.
Hamby skying for that rebound.
7 points, 4 boards for Hamby here in this first quarter. Here's Burrell, no look pass, Martin. Short corner, doesn't let it fly, out to Gray. 10 on the shot clock, hands it off Burrell. Lets it fly, slot 3, rattles in.
Comfortable.
Ray Burrell in double figures now with 10. Sparks by 1.
Hamby with 7. She's perfect as well, 3 for 3.
McBride, that leaner, couldn't get it in and out.
How about the help by Martin?
Rebound Hamby. Here's Wheeler in the front court. And pass deflected by Howard, out of bounds. Park going to enter, Ogwumike going to return. Maya Caldwell checks into the game for the first time, along with Anastasia Olerikosu for Minnesota.
You got a foul. It's a 13 foul.
Foul charge to Dallaire, her first personal. Ray Burrell exits. Ariel Atkins back in there. Here's Park curling. Falling away, won't go. Rebound, Courtney Williams, one of the best rebounding guards in the league. Uses the high screen from Howard, pulls up mid-range. True, she is a mid-range assassin,
She
folks.
really is. It goes. You just expect it to go in. Spectacular.
Minnesota by 1. Park in trouble, kicks it out to Martin. Martin diving down the paint, short there on the runner, ball loose. She's got it, just 5 on the shot clock though for LA. Got to do something. Long heave, Atkins off the front iron. Rebound tipped and grabbed there by Olerikosu. Maya Caldwell in her first year with Minnesota. Talk about this second unit for the Lynx. They played, well, they were phenomenal the other night against Portland. Everybody played good for Minnesota, and that one is a foul here against LA. Foul charge, so Sparks commit another foul. It will be a free throw situation here for Minnesota.
32 points off the bench against Portland.
Howard, hanging Howard, too strong. Rebound snatched by Martin. Here's Gray in the front court. Held up there by Caldwell. Ogwumike wants it, working against Howard, and a travel.
At the other end, really heads-up defense by Chance Gray.
So shot clock dark here for Minnesota. They'll have the opportunity for the final shot of the quarter. Up by 1, 20-19. There's Williams in the front court. The rookie Gray Gardiner. Here's Howard setting the high screen. Williams pulls up for 3, and that rattles in. 5 seconds left. Here's Gray, speed dribble front court. Chance Gray, Atkins, slot 3 off the mark. And that's how we'll end. Going to need some help, though, going forward. Coffey, the seal against Martin, and she's able to get it.
Yeah, they recognized the mismatch, went right inside. Coffey's got such versatility inside and out.
Tanaya Latson in for the first time tonight for LA. Here's Ogwumike out to the rookie Latson. Going against Caldwell. Neka's got the seal. Double team comes. Neka the reverse. Good.
And a pretty pass from Latson inside.
How about that post entry, huh? LA within 4. Here's Miles back into the ball game. Miles loses the defender, falls away, and knocks it down. Olivia Miles, folks. She's got none.
On balance, off balance. Doesn't matter.
Here's Martin. Uses the Ogwumike screen, looking to thread the needle there. Ball kicked around and out of bounds. It's going to be LA basketball.
Pass. Just kept looking for a better one and a good angle to finish. And then Miles, step back. A bag full of tricks.
Martin off the side of the backboard. Latson, oh, couldn't finish. Get Atkins. Well, let's see. It's going to be a foul here. They're going to charge this to, yeah, they charge it to Atkins. No, they give this to Park away from the basketball. Her first personal, first team foul. Dearica Hamby is going to re-enter and replace Martin. So we saw, and Lynn Roberts alluded to this, some smaller lineups tonight. And Kay Martin, when she's in there, going to have to guard some 4s tonight. Now you go back to 2 bigs with Hamby and Ogwumike.
Hamby on Coffey.
3-pointer good there from Dallaire.
She did not miss. 2 hours before this game started, she was just been drilling shots.
47% three-point shooter on the season. Erica Wheeler going to be checking in at this stoppage. Foul here charged to Alari Kosu. Latson exits, Wheeler returns.
So it's a 12-2 run over the last minute 30 for Minnesota. And it really puts pressure on this possession for LA. You got to come back and not allow these runs to go, because Minnesota can pile it up in a hurry.
It's kind of what you want to avoid, or have to avoid if
You
you're
have to.
LA, especially on a night like this when you're down Plum and Brink. Ogumake falling away, too strong there. Loose ball scooped up there by Miles. Here's Olivia Miles, talented rookie out of TCU. Working against Park. The step back again, and once again, she got another one in double figures now with 11.
I mean, you stop the drive, mission accomplished, and then she just rocks back and knocks down the step back.
Here's Park attacking baseline over the shot blocker, Coffey.
Park just needs some success, and with that will come more confidence.
Third field goal of the season for Coffey. And look out, offensive foul here against Alari Kosu. Went right into the mask there of Atkins, Korea. Here's Atkins working against Caldwell. Burrell gonna be checking in next time there's a stoppage. Block shot there by Caldwell. Ball loose, out of bounds. LA retains the possession with 4 seconds left on the shot clock.
And Park really saved that possession by getting on the floor. Atkins. Caldwell just skies.
So starting five back on the floor for LA. Ogumake, the inbound. Wheeler up high, deep three. Off the backboard, rebound Caldwell. LA down by 9. Minnesota looking to extend this to a double-digit lead here. Here's Miles. And intercepted there by Atkins. Here's Wheeler front court. Burrell lets it fly. And rebound Howard. Under 7 minutes left here before halftime.
The struggles from three continue for LA.
Miles, the inside-out dribble. The leaner gets the contact and the bucket. Olivia foul shooter. But it is a double-digit lead here for Minnesota, and Lynn Roberts. And Vegas trailing the Mercury by 1 early in that one, 23-22. Here's Wheeler. NECA stolen away here by Coffey. And Minnesota has it coming the other way. So not what you want coming out of the timeout. A turnover on the initial possession. Here's Caldwell. Howard, McBride open for three, in and out. And Howard gets the offensive rebound, but a foul underneath. Looks like they're gonna get Burrell for the foul. So welcome back inside Crypto.com Arena. Rashawn Haylock, Mary Murphy, Nikki K. rocking the sideline. Here's an updated score for you down in the Valley. Mercury on top of the Aces by 2. So Vegas with the win, they clinch. With the loss and a Minnesota win, it's Minnesota who's gonna be playing New York in the Commissioner's Cup Championship. As Olivia Miles continues her hot start to this game, her second triple. She's now got 16 on 7 of 8 shooting.
And that Minnesota loss was Saturday in Vegas by 3, 197.
Chance Gray answers on the other end for LA.
And LA needed that. Chance Gray needed that. A tremendous three-point shooter. Just needs to get him up and get him to go in. Get some confidence going.
McBride. Sanaya Fagan in for the first time tonight. Here's Howard, goes to that left-hand jump hook, no. Caldwell comes in there, offensive rebound. Out to Miles. Miles poked away from behind by Wheeler, but a foul. Miles, the hezzy against Fagan, gets the bucket and the foul.
I'd say she's answered every question.
Number 2 overall pick in this year's draft. She was projected to be the number 2 pick in last year's draft. Here's Coffey with the steal. The layup, no. Rebound tip. Howard is there, put back in. Timeout, LA. Minnesota applying pressure here. And up by 6, clips her season average of 18 points per game, which leads all rookies this year. She leads rookies in points, assists, and steals per game. Back here in Crypto.com Arena, Rashawn Haylock, Mary Murphy, Nikki K rocking the sidelines. Minnesota has opened up a 16-point lead here against LA. 9 on the shot clock here for LA. And a deflection by Howard out of bounds. Leaves seconds left to shoot for the Sparks. Miles showing her ability as a 3-level scorer here in this first half. She's hurt the Sparks from deep. She's hurt them with the mid-range, and she's also been able to get downhill to the cup. Another deflection by Howard, this time into the hands of Wheeler for the shoot. Wheeler the hezzy, Wheeler in deep, high off the window. She found the crease and accelerated through it.
Basket LA needed to have. Good job by Wheeler getting into the paint.
Miles working against Gray. Here's Miles getting to the cup once again. Bucket plus the foul. She's got 21 here in this first half. And she's talking her talk. Of course, Sharif says Courtney Williams is probably the greatest hype man of all time. And Caleb McBride, they have the Notre Dame ties. And McBride very happy once the draft pick was made that Olivia Miles is going to be joining the Lynx. And they've allowed her to be her. And it's proved huge dividends for this Minnesota squad. Turnover here for LA. 6th turnover of the half. As
teams, Minnesota out rebounding the Sparks 19-11 on the glass right now, 14 of those coming on the defensive end, and that was the focus of Lynn Roberts during that last huddle. Very frustrated with her team's lack of physicality on the glass.
There's a rebound from Ogumake. Good stuff, Nikki. But rebounding a key for this Minnesota squad. They're undefeated on the year when they out-rebound their opponents. To your point, Nikki, so
well,
the relentlessness of Howard and company here.
But I'll say this, when you miss a lot of shots, there are a lot more rebounds for the opponent to get. And at the rate that Minnesota is making shots, there's not as many rebounds for LA to get. But certainly, number one is slow down this offensive production.
Minnesota shooting 60% from the field here in this first half. LA 41%. Here's Miles. Got the step, but lost the handle. She thought it was touched last by a Spark.
Well, she hasn't done much wrong.
No, she hasn't.
And as you mention all the time, Rashawn, come into this building, great players want to play great.
They do. They absolutely do. You look up in the rafters, you see Lisa Leslie, Candace Parker, the late, great Kobe Bryant. Hamby for 3.
So despite all the heroics, LA is down 14. You need to get it done on the defensive end. Now there are some rebounds.
Caldwell missing from the elbow. That rebound snatched up by Ogumake, her 5th. Here's Burrell getting downhill. Burrell to the cup, lays it up and in.
So to Nikki's point, you get rebounds, you come down, you get some points.
Big screen set in the backcourt by Howard. Frees up Miles to get downhill. I mean, she had a 3/4 court sprint thanks to that Howard screen.
Yeah, we've talked about that all day. When she has a head of steam, it's hard to stop her.
Miles. A deflection there from McBride, and underneath, out of bounds, going to be LA basketball.
Hamby. And they talked about this at shoot-around. That shot's going to be there. De'Erica's got to take it. Burrell gets into the paint as well. So quick with that first step.
Hamby now in double figures with 10 as Miles exits the game here. Coffey intercepted that one. She read it beautifully coming off the inbounds. Here's Howard running the floor. Smokes the layup. Coffey skies in there, offensive rebound, but couldn't save it from going out of bounds. Coffey, another interception. She's like Deion Sanders out here. It's incredible. Williams pulls up. Short. Rebound tipped into the hands of Ogumake. Burrell in transition. Burrell hanging, fouled. And she'll get to the free throw line.
Who was that?
Kevin Durant in the house tonight. Taking in the action. Call him a regular here at Sparks games.
Well, got a Detroit Tigers hat on.
Caldwell splits the D. Pass deflected by Hamby into the hands of Ogwumike. Under 2 minutes left here in this first half. Sparks down by 12 here. An opportunity to get it to single digits with the 3. Kick ball. Martin in 4 halves. Here's Coffey, another steal and run out.
Can't give away points to the Minnesota Lynx.
10th turnover. That's the 4th steal of the half from Nia Coffey.
Joe Reeve just cannot talk enough about what the addition of Nia Coffey has done to this team.
Sparks fans saw that in 2021 when she was here. She had what was then a career year. She's eclipsing those marks here this year with Minnesota. This is her best year since that 2021 campaign. Here's Park backdoor.
12-point game. It doesn't feel like it in the building, but it's a 12-point game as you're heading towards half.
How about Park? Just 2 field goals entering tonight. She's got 2 tonight already.
Martin digging in her post defense.
Working against Coffey, shoots over, can't get the bounce. Howard in there fighting for another rebound. That deflection, however, goes to Atkins. Under a minute left before halftime. And that pass goes right into the big toe of Howard. And going to be LA basketball, 17 left on the shot clock. Coming up at the half, Nneka Ogwumike.
Nneka with 6 rebounds this half, excuse me.
Wheeler. Using the Ogwumike screen. The hezzy by Wheeler. Picked up by Howard on a switch. Couldn't find Park. Backdoor. Hoisted up with 5 to shoot it. Right into the hands of McBride. And Williams, offensive foul. She got that elbow up high there, Mary. Sometimes they look at and you go up above that head or neck area. Not this time, however. Here's Wheeler. Williams picks her up now on a switch. And Ogwumike catches it up high. Ogwumike against Howard. Martin, catch and shoot 3, well short. Rebound tipped in the hands of Williams. Shot clock dark. Williams says, all right, let's take 1 shot here. Howard sets the screen. Pocket pass. Howard right down the paint, gets the bounce, plus the foul.
And Williams, who in the past
in MVP voting when she was with Seattle. What a find she's been for them this season. Her 2nd stint with Minnesota. Gets the old school 3-point play. Here's Wheeler, 2 to shoot. Lets it go from half court. For quarter, Sparks with some making up to do. It's Minnesota basketball to start this half. Ball in the hands of Olivia Miles. She had 24 points in that first half. As McBride shreds the nets there on the initial possession. 2nd triple tonight for Kayla McBride. Paige Beckers also had a 24-point half in a game this season.
Well, you think about the guards that have come out over the last 3 years. Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, now Olivia Miles, and next year Juju Watkins. This is why the WNBA is on fire.
This league is in good hands, going to be in good hands for sure. Just announced today that next season, the league will be expanding to a 50-game regular season.
It's a big jump.
To stay in school, didn't feel like she was ready for the pro game.
TCU, coached by Mark Campbell.
We really ran a lot more pro stuff, and feels like it got her ready for this next level. And, I mean, she's come out. Howard at the free throw line. Love a good Sparks deal? Scan the QR code now to get 5 games for the price of 4. That's right, 5 for the price of 4. Hurry while supplies last. We call it the and 1 pack. Love that.
Howard almost had the double-double in the first half. 9 points, 8 rebounds.
She's got 10 now after that free throw make. Here's Burrell, had that hot first quarter. Kicks it in the corner, Hamby. Here's Wheeler, slot 3, front rim, rebound, Coffey. Her 5th board tonight. Here's Miles in the front court. Miles, no look pass to Howard. In traffic, looking for contact there, doesn't get it. Here's Wheeler. Miles tried to steal that away. Meanwhile, the trailer, Hamby, poked from behind, stolen there by Howard.
Didn't see Howard coming.
Williams pulls up over Ogwumike. Not this time. The rebound taken by Hamby. 7 boards tonight for De'Erica Hamby.
10 points, heading towards another double-double.
Wheeler around the high screen, pick and pop. Ogwumike lets it fly. Grazes side rim, rebound goes right to Hamby. Here's Nneka down the lane. Off the find from Hamby.
It was a nice dish from Hamby, just had her head up after she said, look what I found.
56-39, here's Williams. Coffee open for 3. Nia Coffee, first triple tonight.
Boy, this is a Lynx team that is hyper-focused.
Shooting 44% from beyond the arc tonight.
We haven't really talked about what Minnesota's missing.
Fisa Collier, back-to-back runner-up for MVP in this league. Burrell down the paint, the ball fake, the layup over Howard there. As she hits her wallet, Burrell up to 16. Miles. We're going to get a foul here. They say she was going up. So Miles at the line. 92% foul shooter on the season. Gets that one to go. It's the rookie of the month for the month of May.
And the injuries.
Kate Martin out for the rest of the game tonight with a left knee injury.
Yeah, we saw it happen. We saw her try to rub some dirt in it and just continue to play.
So in case you're just joining us, LA already without Kelsey Plum and Cameron Brink tonight, players for LA. Here's Burrell taking the handoff. No look pass, Atkins, and able to get it to go.
I love the confidence that Ray Burrell is playing with. This is exactly what the team needs.
Hamby trying to get to that, but Williams beats her to it. Looking for a Howard off her hands, out of bounds. Going to be LA basketball.
I just wonder how much scoreboard watching they are doing on the Lynx bench with what's going on in Phoenix.
Ogwumike in and out. Insomnia.
Nneka's had a tough night shooting the ball.
Rebound Hamby, another one for her. This her 9th. Wheeler racing in the front court and impeded there by Williams. Second. Take a look around the league tonight. This game of importance. Mercury with a 4-point lead over the Aces. An important game to Minnesota. They need a win tonight and a loss from Vegas to clinch a spot in the Commissioner's Cup championship game.
Get Coffee with the foul there.
Take a look at Cheryl Reeve. You talked about it a little bit earlier, Mary, and just how hyper-focused this team is. She says, we want to win every possession, no matter the score. It's a team that's trying to build its championship habits. Ogwumike shot fake, pulls up, midi won't go, rebound tipped, but they're going to get a foul here on the rebound against LA.
Get Ray over the back.
It's going to be her 3rd personal, 3rd team foul for Burrell. The Minnesota Lynx 2nd surgery on her left ankle in March. She's out indefinitely.
Averages in her career 18 points a game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists.
Back-to-back runner-up for league MVP. And you can just imagine what this team will be like when she's back in the lineup. They're also missing Dorka Juhas, who suffered a foot injury overseas towards the end of the overseas season. And Emma Chikova was out for the year with an ACL. Hey, gear up for game day and shop Sparks merch today by scanning the QR code. Okay, gear going to come in handy. Big 30th anniversary game coming up here on Sunday. I know you want to be decked out for that if you're going to be here. Look out. Going to have a foul here. Let's see who they give. Miles curling. Just 2 points here in this third quarter. She had 24 in the first half. Here's Williams for three. Bounces off. Rebound taken by Atkins. And we're going to have a foul here. Going to be LA basketball. Tough task tonight, though, however, guarding Olivia Miles in stretches. Here's McBride. Her pass intercepted by Ogumake. Wheeler running. Burrell, the trailer, puts it on the deck underneath the dump off. Hamby is there, double team, missed it short. Rebound, Olari Kosu.
I believe she wasn't fouled. Her hands go up in the air. Would have cut it to 12.
Miles. And travel. So another opportunity to cut it to 12 here.
Exactly right.
Midway point of this third quarter, Mary.
2 and 3 at a time. The good news is Olivia Miles has cooled off a bit.
Yes, she has. Ogumake, the seal, the double team, and we're going to foul here against Williams. It's going to take Nneka Ogumake foul before we went to break. At the line to shoot to knock down that first one there. Rashawn Haylock, Mary Murphy, Nikki K. rocking the sidelines. Our fantastic Spectrum Sportsnet crew, led by producer Mark Shaw, director, the Dubber. Sparks making a move here, down now by 12. Trailed by as much as 20 here in this ball game. Olivia Miles leading scorer tonight. She's got 26, but just 2 post-intermission, and a steal here by Wheeler. And going to be is there a foul here?
There is. There's going to be one on Miles. Free throws, LA. 8 for 8 from the free throw line in this third quarter.
Here's Miles. The step underneath, her pass deflected by Ogumake, out of bounds. It's a 10-0 run currently for LA. Knifing into this Minnesota lead. The Lynx, the best team in the WNBA. Needing a win tonight in the Las Vegas loss to clinch a spot in the Commissioner's Cup championship game. Here's Williams, the mid-range, short. Howard, offensive rebound. Against Hamby, goes up with it, no, but a whistle and a foul. That's a tough one there against D'Erica.
So the jump shot by Williams defended well, but you allow that offensive rebound, and now second opportunity points at the free throw line.
So now to send Howard to the line. She's 2 for 3 there tonight. 3-time champion, Natasha Howard, in her 13th year now out of Fresno State. Or Florida State, I beg your pardon.
I'm sure Fresno would have loved to have her.
I know, right? I'm sure they would have. I got my FSUs crossed up here.
Right. Howard, California-centric.
Yeah, Howard gets one of them. You never know, FSU is my dream school. The one Howard went to, not the one in the Valley. 3:58 left and a turnover here by LA.
Just the disconnect between Atkins and Burrell.
Maya Caldwell going to be checking in. So they will not allow her to come in during this stoppage, so she'll have to wait for the next one. 11-point lead here for Minnesota. Here's Miles, the fantastic rookie, attacking baseline. How did she get that to go?
How did that shot go in?
Awkward
Spin from under the bucket is special.
So she's tied her career high now with 29 points. And that puts Minnesota in front by 14. In this short career for Olivia Miles. It's been a month plus. Incredible. And another turnover here for LA.
Plays a little cat and mouse there and just taps it off the knee. of Gray and possession back to the Lynx. LA's got that one opportunity to cut it to 9 or to 8. Instead, the Lynx come roaring back, pump it back up to 14.
Here's Coffee. McBride, guarded by Park. Under 10 on the shot clock. Dangerous McBride, out to Miles, who's had a fantastic night tonight. Off the bounce, the fall away, well off the mark. Here's Chance Gray in the front court. And McBride, the poke and the theft. Here's McBride to Miles, the layup. Oh no, but McBride is there to put it back up.
McBride with a great job of just anticipate the miss from your superstar rookie.
Miles put a little bit too much spin on that one. Here's Atkins. Park now with it. Splits the D in the paint, falls away off one leg. Park having her best night as a Spark. She's got 6 off the bench.
Yeah, great to see her having success offensively.
And here's Miles, and they're calling for a travel there. That sits the game now for Minnesota. Sparks still within 14 here. Plenty of time left in this one. Park tried to shovel that, but deflected away, and here's Williams with the steal. Williams puts that ball up front, runs underneath it, couldn't finish the layup though. Under 2 minutes left here in this third. Wheeler now against Caldwell. Uses the Ogwumike screen, pulls up mid-range in the lane, can't go, rebound McBride. LA shooting 41% from the field. 3 on the way from Delaire, and that's good. The rookie out of Belgium.
Boy, the response from Minnesota. Got it to 10, they blew it back up to 17.
Ogwumike finds a crease, attacks off the bounce and off the window. Coffee initiating the offense here. McBride backdoor the layup.
Textbook. Shooter, you're leaning forward. She takes just that higher and goes backdoor.
Her basketball IQ's
yeah, off the charts.
Off the charts. Here's Gray. Can't answer. Rebound Caldwell. Coffee in the corner. Delaire. McBride with it now. Off the bounce and off the window. Just come at you in waves, does this Minnesota Lynx squad. Lead back to 19. Burrell spins out to Ogwumike. And Park.
Burrell.
Ray Burrell looks to be shaken up a little bit. Rubbing the back of that leg there. She's got a sleeve on that right leg. And going to walk off gingerly. It'll be so tricky. You never want to play with those.
Well, this is like a football game where you need the medical tent.
Goodness. No Kelsey Plum tonight, no Cameron Brink. Kate Martin was in this game. She's left with a knee injury. And now Ray Burrell seems to be a bit shaken up as well here. You saw Sanaya Fagan on the bench. She's been playing tonight. But she's playing with that bulky knee brace from an injury she suffered during a player development session earlier this season. Here's Caldwell. Straightaway 3, short. And Latz in the rebound. Shot clock dark. Park. Wheeler with it. Hamby the steal, the catch, and the finish.
Sensational pass.
Wheeler dropped it right there in the bucket.
Sure did.
Here's the heave to beat the buzzer. That won't go. You take a look at the score. Vegas currently trailing Phoenix by 1 in the third.
That is in Phoenix.
Welcome you back to Sparks Basketball here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Rashawn Haylock, Mary Murphy, Nikki K rocking the sideline. Howard hit the deck there. The ball loose. A fight for it. Still no whistle, and finally we're going to get a jump ball here. Latson has got to go up.
No.
And they don't see it. Wouldn't have counted had it gone. Shot clock violation. And that kind of night for Coach Roberts.
And no KP and no Cam. 34 points, 6 rebounds, 7.5 assists, and a block and a half missing from this lineup.
Who is that, though? Time and score. You guys got to be talking about that on the floor.
No doubt.
Ball situation.
No doubt. Communication, right?
Alishka Hamzova, wearing number 11 in white. Caldwell, the runner, off the window, too strong, gets her own rebound and back up. Maya Caldwell, the 5'11" guard out of Georgia.
That's kind of what she does, right? She is just such an energy player.
She's having one of her finest years in the league in Minnesota.
And this just goes and gets it.
And it's just kind of one of those years for the Lynx, though, right? I mean, you talk about no Collier, no Uhas, but obviously you get the talented pick in Miles, who has been exceptional this season. It's Wheeler down the paint, hanging high off the board, couldn't get it there, rebound Coffee. But you're getting a lot of players to kind of play above themselves, right? Coffee having a career year. Williams on pace for a career year. Caldwell on pace for a career year. Howard on pace for her best year in quite some time.
The thing about Coffee, I mean, she's from Minnetonka, right outside of Minneapolis.
For her, yeah.
Exactly right. Was a prep legend in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area.
And at Northwestern. Hall of Famer at Northwestern. That foul charge to Coffee, her 5th personal. So good when she was here. After leaving here, kind of found a home in Atlanta after sort of being a basketball nomad, if you will, in this league for the first few years of her career. Miles back into the game. She's tied her career high tonight, this abbreviated career of hers.
Just 5 points so far in the second half.
She's got 29 points in the game. Hamby looking back door, and another theft here by Minnesota. 17th turnover tonight for LA. It's led to 21 points, maybe more if Minnesota could cash in here on this end of the floor. And we're going to get a foul here against LA.
Well, if you're on the Lynx team, you better be ready.
All those years, and he said it only took him one time to learn that. If you don't have your hands up ready for that pass, it's going to hit you right in the noggin.
And that's not going to be his fault.
And Miles, she kind of has sort of that same flair to her. Got to be ready at all times. As Howard gets the bucket, she's up to 13 points now. Ogumake backing down Caldwell, shoots over her, and help comes, but it's going to be a foul here against Minnesota. Foul charge to Howard. It's becoming a battle of attrition here tonight for the LA Sparks.
Tell me about the medical tent.
My goodness. So
Back double doubles in 5 of the last 8.
Nneka gets them both. She's got 10 points now. 2 rebounds shy of that double-double, Mary. Minnesota with a 19-point lead. Here's Miles. No looker underneath. Howard left wide open. We just talked about her basketball passing acumen. And you see it right there on display. Olivia Miles, just a rookie, folks. Double team comes, they kick it out. Park will try a 3, that's good. Ji-Hun Park, the first 3 of her WNBA career. And Williams comes right back with the mini. Shreds the nets.
Now Park is down.
And just 6 points total entering tonight. She's got 11 in this one. Here's Latson, and we're gonna get to the foul line. Going back to Park, just an incredible amount of international experience.
And it's 1:45 in the afternoon in South Korea, and I'm sure her family is enjoying this one.
Absolutely. She's played in Australia, New Zealand, Spain. Averaged 13 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 158 career games overseas. Third South Korean to play in the W. Latson at the free throw line. And her 8th appearance of her rookie season out of South Carolina.
Yeah, and these will be good minutes for Latson as well. She's on the floor with Atkins, Burrell, and Nneka.
We have not seen Wheeler come back into this game.
Kate Martin is out. Kelsey Plum is out with injury.
Cameron Brink as well. Here's Williams. 7 on the shot clock. Williams against Park, pulls up, elbow extended, rattles in. I mean, it's automatic. It's unbelievable.
You know it's coming and you can't stop it.
13 points for Williams tonight. McCann. Here's Burrell. Good to see her back in there. 4 on the shot clock for Burrell. Splits the D, down the paint, off the window, too strong. Caldwell the rebound. It's Maya Caldwell in the front court. Olivia Miles has tied her career high tonight with 29 points. Her first appearance here inside Crypto.com Arena, and it's been a thing of beauty. And we're going to get a 3-second violation against Minnesota.
Get put in, it's another to be needed, and that's a different level of readiness that will be demanded from our young players. Can they meet the moment is the big question the Sparks need answers for, guys.
And it's moments like this, Nikki, where you get sort of those valuable minutes in a game like this to kind of cut your teeth, so to speak. Back door to Miles, able to handle, and a new career high for Olivia Miles. She's got a 30-piece +1.
Pass from Howard.
25 minutes of action. How's that for efficiency?
It's frightening. Just how good is she going to be?
Burrell hits the deck hard, able to kick it out to Atkins. Here's Latson, corner 3. No, but she's fouled. And they're going to take a look at this.
Good vet moves.
Hear this crowd here getting behind Latson as she gets 1 of 3. How much does that change things when everybody moves off the line?
Well, I just think she was on the line for so long.
Well, you did
like,
mention that.
I think you just go somewhere else for a while and then come back.
88-67. Foul here against Minnesota. Foul charge to Caldwell. And Tierra McCowan going to check into this game between free throws as Burrell will be at the line. Minnesota now in the penalty. Burrell 18 points tonight. 10 of those came in the first quarter. But she's continuing her tremendous stretch here. 8 minutes left down in Phoenix. Aces with a 2-point lead. So Las Vegas can clinch a spot in the Cup final with a win tonight. If they lose and Minnesota hangs on, it'll be Minnesota playing New York in the Cup final.
Burrell, 19 points, another terrific ball game, 6 of 9.
A couple of nights removed from her career high Saturday in Phoenix. She dropped 24 there. Here's Latson trying to pick the pocket of Caldwell.
Caldwell got a
I
kick
think
to the
they're-
head.
Let's see here. Are they going to call? So Caldwell shooting the technical foul shot. Now they'll go down to the other end, and Latson will shoot the foul shots. I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, a kick to the head, but it was
Of
it's
course.
incidental contact, it appeared. And that free throw in and out for Latson.
But if you're going to block a shot, I get it. If it's a closeout, I get it. But if you're both leaping for a ball on the floor, unless you're a ninja, what are you going to do?
Tough one to take for the rookie. Three-pointer well off the mark, and rebound tipped out of bounds by Tiara McCowan, 8th-year pro out of Mississippi State. Signed at the end of the month by Minnesota. Comes over after playing in Dallas the previous 4 seasons. Played in Turkey in the offseason. Here's Fagan back into the game for LA. Burrell straightaway 3. Couldn't get the bounce. Rebound tipped and grabbed there by McCowan. Lynx by 20. And we're going to get an offensive foul here against McCowan. And maybe a little bit of a veteran move there by Sanaya Fagan. She might have got away with one. Emma Cannon checking in. And Burrell will exit.
Good effort.
Atkins exits as well as Chance Gray in.
Good effort by Ray Burrell tonight. 19 points in 26 minutes.
So Cannon making her 3rd appearance this season. Latson. Park. Missing on a 3. Rebound out of bounds. They say last touch Minnesota. Cannon. Lynn Roberts talked earlier tonight about needing to use the depth more of this team. Caldwell open for 3. Too strong. And rebound Fagan.
Nice job by Chance Gray to tip it to a teammate.
Park. Fagan. Here's Cannon. Lets it fly. Emma Cannon for 3.
I love the reaction from the bench. It's been a tough ball game, and they are involved. Cam up, KP up.
Her 2nd triple this season. McCowan deep positioning, and we're going to foul here against Fagan.
There's not much you can do in that situation to defend that. If you give ground, you're just giving her all kinds of space. Fagan swings it. Cannon, nice looking 3.
So Dallaire will inbound it, the veteran rookie out of Belgium. Tons of international experience. Jump pass, McCowan rolling, gets the bucket and the foul. Cannon took a shot there to the neck area. And they're gonna look at it. Tiara McCowan, and you see the smile on her face. Just kind of seeing her games through the years. She's one of the toughest players to officiate, I would imagine.
I would imagine. Pick, roll.
Watch the follow through here, Mary. And those of you at home, that off arm there.
I don't think it got to the head, but you think
got,
it
got her in the
to
throat.
neck?
Or at least Cannon tried to sell it, sell it that way.
She did. But an opportunity to come to this team just gives them a player that they don't have, this kind of size.
Misses on the old school 3-point play there. 91-72 our score. If Vegas is able to hold on and Minnesota is left out of this Commissioner's Cup,
Crazy.
it's going to be, it's pretty interesting, especially when you consider just how dominant they've been during this stretch of cup competition. I mean, the point differential off the charts.
Yep. Vegas up 6 with 4.5 to go.
Emma Cannon at the free throw line. Take a look at the aces in the Mercury score. So Cannon gets them both. Her first free throw attempts of this season. Just her 3rd appearance on the year. Olari Kuso poked away there by Park, but right back to her. Out, the 3 is off the mark there from Dallaire. Latson turning on the Jets. Latson underneath, the skip pass intercepted by Caldwell. Dallaire, Olari Kosu, and Park coming up with the theft. Here comes Park on the run out. The layup, good. Ji-Hun Park, her best night as a Spark. 13 points in 20 minutes.
Her to the fan favorite list. A real bright spot tonight.
And Sparks forcing a turnover here in the backcourt. So how about this second? And maybe Park calling for more playing time here as we continue with this season. She's looked extremely well in practice. Hasn't quite come together in games until tonight. 4 on the shot clock. Latson calling for it. 3 on the way, in and out. Cannon offensive rebound. Trying to kick it out to Gray. Does. 3 on the way. That's true.
Right.
Chance Gray the triple. 91-79. Under 90 seconds left. The crowd still here in attendance, chanting defense here for these Sparks. Caldwell being harassed by Park. The step back, can't get the bounce. Rebound tipped, out of bounds, LA basketball.
Now those teammates have been with you all year. It's your turn to be there for them.
Cannon, short on the 3. Under a minute to play in this one. It'll be the 30th anniversary game on Sunday, 5 p.m. They'll have that one over on ESPN. Sparks and Liberty. And Caldwell. Bucket goes, but they call a foul, so it looks like they're going to wave it off.
Basket.
So no basket. Last shot by Caldwell. So it's 94-80. Latson gets them both.
She really has got herself together after missing a couple early.
So tonight, Latson with 6 points tonight off the bench. All of them have come from the foul line.
3 rebounds, 2 assists.
Olari Kosu, nice move indeed. Think about this LA squad. Obviously, it's going to be the uphill climb tonight. No KP, no Cameron Brink. They had stretches where they looked and played very well. Started this game out.
Forced Minnesota into 20 turnovers, turned it into 16 points.
Sparks, 42% from the field tonight. 3-pointer. And Caldwell going to be at the line here. This was a foul before the inbound, so you get the 1 shot plus the possession.
This fourth quarter has turned into a free throw contest.
New York comes to town Sunday. It was June 21st, 1997. This beautiful league started in a game at the Forum between the LA Sparks and the New York Liberty. 30 years later, those same 2 teams will meet in Los Angeles. Different arena, however. Crypto.com Arena, the scene, as the WNBA celebrates its 30th year. Should be a time. Warren G going to be in the house. Plenty of other special $5.50, those throwback ticket offers. Don't want to miss it. Here on Sunday, Father's Day.